here we are. Just about 9 o'clock, 21 degrees in central Vermont. I'm J.D. Green. You got yourself aired out. Thank you so much for tuning in. Here we are, day before Thanksgiving. Traveling for Thanksgiving this year expected to be insane, even more than what it looked like in 2019, which I don't know if you remember, but the pictures that were coming out of the airports in 2019 were absolutely ridiculous. And now we've got, of course, the pandemic kicking into a whole nother gear. It is going to be crowded. It is going to be ridiculous. AAA predicts travel overall is going to reach 54 million Americans. That's a 13% increase from last year. And just the number of people flying today and tomorrow, is without a doubt going to be breaking pandemic air travel records. We were chatting last night about how this is going to play out post Thanksgiving. You know, we already saw the uptick in just Halloween. And now after good morning, everybody, by the way. Yeah, Julie, Raylene, good morning. TSA saying the pandemic record right now stands at about 2.2 million people on a single day. And we're going to be exceeding that in air travel, up 80%. 80% from last year. Think about that. That's 4.2 million people that are going to be expected to fly, which is unfathomable. We've got the meltdowns that have just taken place at Southwest and American Airlines. This was weeks ago. This had nothing to do with Thanksgiving. We've got staffing issues at airlines pretty much everywhere. We've got an uptick in international travel. It is going to be messy over the next couple of days, or really months for that matter. Major delays, cancellations, stranded passengers. Don't be surprised if you're traveling by air, if you're going to be caught up in that mess. Kind of always a holiday tradition. Love Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I'm sure you've seen that movie, but it's going to be interesting. Watch what happens this year compared to the past couple of years. In so many ways, we've let our guard down. It's going to be amazing. It really is. We just saw some major airlines, as we were just saying, Southwest and American, were just two of them, canceling thousands of flights. And that was with really no real pressure on the system. And now we've got Thanksgiving almost here. Incredible. Really is. Many people making plans with family and friends. The little Friendsgiving, I know, is kind of the new trend, but the possibility of getting into some tricky conversations at the Thanksgiving, and not just at the Thanksgiving table, but just at the house alone. There's a recent poll that was cited on Forbes.com saying that half of vaccinated Americans would actually turn down spending the holidays with family and friends who are not vaccinated. Half. There is so many bad juju topics that you could go down at the Thanksgiving table. It's called Rusty Louise. As I have for I don't know how many years chatted with old Russ.
Hello.
The day before Thanksgiving, buddy, and the insight, Rusty, that you bring to the Thanksgiving table before the holidays has been something. I don't know how many years you and I have chatted before Thanksgiving, but it's got to be at least 20.
I think so.
Russ,
Yeah.
what do you think about this? I mean, we have psychiatrists that are speaking out now
Yeah.
from the National Institute of Mental Health saying that this is the Thanksgiving to anticipate arguments. This is the Thanksgiving to pre-plan your battles. Think about how you're going to handle it before it happens. Think about how you're going to respond, how you're going to react when, your Uncle Bill has had too much to drink, decides to put down the pumpkin pie and serve up some politics or vaccine talk. What do you say? What's your take on this, Russ? You always have such an interesting insight on this.
Can you hear? Is this working the way I'm talking? And can you hear?
Oh, we got you loud and clear, buddy. You're live.
Thanks for having me on. Hey, listen, Main Street and Barry. Goes back to TV come on, and it was entertainment. You had the Sid Caesar show, Milton Berle and the boys. It was black and white and some girls. And then there'd be news, a little bit of news. If, something was going on, they'd tell you, this and that. Now, they got it so the media is telling you is a way to teach you how to live. And they're telling you that. They're dictating how you think. And it's all one big, whole, giant mess. The politician. Listen. You're not going to vote for anybody if you think you're all good. You're only voting for somebody if you think that person can make the couple things you want to happen. It's fear. So these psychologists, they're just trying to make a living. They're just spouting out stuff out there because when you hear them, you think, oh, that's a good idea. He's a pretty smart fellow. I think she should write a book, that psychologist, and if she does, I'll buy it. They're just trying to sell their business. They sell their wares. You don't need to be told when you're walking into the Thanksgiving house of the grandmother, the aunt, or the aunt, or the stepbrother, or whatever, to just be yourself, be right, be nice, don't bother anybody, and have your food. You don't need to be told that. Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. This is a time, Russ. You can't deny it. Where you just need to, if you're going to be around, 10 or more friends, family, maybe folks that you don't even know that are going to be there at the Thanksgiving table.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're walking into. You don't know where the conversation's going to go, where people stand politically. You've got to just take a deep breath and monitor your stress levels. I mean, we can all relate to this, I think, at some point.
I don't have stress. I don't have it. Stress doesn't exist. It's in your mind. If somebody says something, like say I like Chevy or something, and then you get at the table there and they say, well, Chevys are no good. Somebody says that without knowing that you like a Chevy. If you don't like that person said that and you feel anger, that's your fault. That guy cannot like a Chevy. He's fully right to not like a Chevy. The stress and the anger that you feel got nothing to do with that, but what that person said. That person can say anything that person wants.
But with all of the contentious discussions taking place about mask mandates and vaccinations,
Go ahead.
What if we're sitting at the table, Russ,
Go ahead.
and I say to you, Russ, are you vaccinated? And we're sitting there having Thanksgiving together. You say, no, I don't believe in it. It's just a big government conspiracy. I'm not getting vaccinated. I don't believe in the masks mandates and all that. And I'm on the other end of the spectrum. What do we do? Am I going to are we going to start having a food fight, Russ?
Well, I don't know. You're going to enjoy the fact that I have an opinion. I'm going to enjoy the fact that if this isn't true, but if I'm not vaccinated and I don't believe in masks and you do, I appreciate that in you. That doesn't bother me. If you say, "Oh, I'm mask person. I do this and I have double vax, booster, shingle shot, goddamn flu shot. I've had stuff stuck up my behind that's putting up ice cream in there. You know what I mean? I don't know what you have. You think but you think it should bother me that you say something different? And you like the Celtics, and I like the Atlanta Hawks. I don't even know if there are Atlanta Hawks anymore. See, that's how stupid I am. We have to understand that our problems, we create them ourselves. It don't matter what somebody thinks. You vote for Black Lives Matter or you don't vote for Black Lives Matter. I'm not judging you on what you do. You shouldn't be out there killing people or, wrecking their home or nothing like that. Well, that's common sense. But what you think and what you eat, come the heck. And you don't need some goddamn TV shrinks telling you that that's the fact.
Well,
You know what I mean?
and let's face it. I mean, not everybody's life plays out like a Hallmark Channel movie, right?
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, it's true.
Well, what do you mean by that? Be more specific. A Hallmark thing. It starts out, everything's lovely, and then there's a little conflict, and then it all resolves at the end. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
and you know why we know what we call that. That's what I was trying to say. That's entertainment. So we watch that, and we go, oh, that's kind of cute, and that's kind of fun, and oh, look at that. I had this one girlfriend. She, you're saying to yourself after you watch it, geez, that was my life. My girlfriend dumped me, and she never did show up at the last minute at the Christmas Eve service, and we didn't kiss under the stars with the goddamn snow falling down at the same time. That ain't my life. Well, you know what? That's right. That isn't real life.
Yeah, but we fantasize. We fantasize. We get caught up. We get captured up in this artificial reality. We start to fantasize that maybe that's how our lives could be led. That things are going to be perfect. We're all going to be sitting around the Thanksgiving table singing "Kumbaya" and getting along.
You hit on it. You hit on it. It's perception. Nothing is going on in the world. If you see behavior, or if you're observing something that someone's doing, you're just observing it. It's our perception of what we're looking at that causes the problem.
That's right.
We fantasize. Well, this woman that I'm dating now, crow, we kissed good and gall darn, she likes the same movies. I'll tell you what's going to happen. We're going to have a great Thanksgiving. We're going to have a great Christmas, and I'm going to put a baby right into her, and we're going to have a baby, and we're going to have a life, and it's going to be great. Well, that's all my mind. Hope is as bad as fear. We think hope is good. Hope is not good. You want to know why? Because hope is that fantasizing.
Yeah, it sets up expectations.
It is. Don't expect anything. Just if you want to have the little dirt bike and your daughter's going to run the dirt bike around, you get the dirt bike and you fix it up. And if she runs it, and then you get everything all set, and if one day the daughter rakes up and says, I don't want her to ride that dirt bike, you don't get mad. That's just the reality. People, I don't have stress. You don't listen to these people telling you stuff. These politicians, they go pound sand, all of them. I don't need none of them to tell me what to do. That's how they get their votes. I'll tell you what to do. I'll save you, Well, so what else you want to know?
I'm just saying, Russ, people have just become so emotionally invested in their position politically. And, one comment dropped at the Thanksgiving table can lead to World War III. I think what you're saying, probably best to go cold turkey on the politics and the vaccine conversations this year. Amen to that?
No. I say go right whole hog on them. But understand. Why can't you sit there at the Thanksgiving table and say what meat you like? I like the white meat. What do you like? I like the dark meat. And then if you like the white meat, in your mind you're going, geez, I can't believe that fool likes dark meat. That stuff is nasty. You know what I mean? We just have to it's got nothing to do with you. Your life is just your life. Let other people live with. And if somebody sits down there and says something different politically, these people that didn't like Trump and now these people that don't like Biden, and they're going to sit down and make a mess of Thanksgiving. Well, geez, crow, what's wrong with their head?
Yeah.
Biden and Trump don't even exist. It's just a perception of what they think the reality is. Geez, crow, if you can put gas in your car and you can take a turd, wipe your behind with a toilet paper, and you get all healthy and you can do everything and eat. I mean, think of the body, the human body. It heals itself. The food goes in there. You fuel your body. It's a magnificent thing. Just think about the good. There's no reason you should get stressed. There's no stress when the baby comes out of it, unless you're a heroin addict. Out of it, it ain't stressed up. It's this little baby. Then it creates its own stress as it gets old, and it hears a kindergarten teacher saying, "We got to calm down." By the way, Thanksgiving's a fake thing too. I mean, everything. It's all what you think. Why do we all sit down and be gluttonous? Why? Because that's what we're told to do. That's what we're trained to do.
The elastic.
Now we're worried somebody's going to now we're worried somebody's going to ruin it because they like a different politician.
Yeah.
Come on.
Russ, do you have elastic waist pants that you wear on Thanksgiving, bud?
No, because I don't overeat. And I'll tell you why I don't overeat. Well, first of all, I don't eat much leading up to it. You know what I mean? Because so I can eat a little bit. There's a certain amount of calories I need to take in a day. I don't fine tooth it. I'm not a freak going around counting calories. But I know with the output I put into a day, how much food my body needs to be fueled. You don't fill up your car and the thing clicks, click, and you put the handle back. You don't pull 7 feet up to the next pump, put the credit card in there and stick the pump in there again. No, because the car's full. The gas will go all over the place. That's what we're doing at Thanksgiving. We're gassing ourselves up when we're full. And know what that causes, my friend? Say what?
A tryptophan coma.
Oh, let's talk about that in a minute. Too much eating causes pain. And I say to myself, I look at myself in the mirror, I say, Russ, do you want to cause yourself pain? No. Well, then don't overeat. I don't want to have pain. Now that tryptophan, that's the biggest crock of crap I ever heard. Because once Thanksgiving's done, you don't go to a doctor and say, hey, doc, geez, I'm all stressed out because my wife don't like the same politician as I like. We yell, so I don't sleep, doctor. I need to get some sleep. The doctor don't say, go buy a turkey and eat it. No. Let me tell you, calm down. Now just wait. That they do is they sell you drugs because they're getting money from it, and the drug companies is paying the politicians' campaigns. So that's one thing.
Yeah,
turkey ain't never been freaking, given to you because the doctor said you need to sleep. Now here's why people fall asleep. It ain't the tryptophan in it. If you think turkey's got enough drug in it to knock you out, cripes almighty, I eat turkey sandwiches all the time. I'm going around. I go there and breed a freaking steer backwards. I got so much energy. So now, listen, calm down and listen to this one. The reason you fall asleep at Thanksgiving is because you get up in the morning and you have something to eat. A lot of people eat muffins and stuff, and that makes you want to sleep, you see. And then you don't really engage because a lot of people aren't working.
Yeah.
So they're not out there running around doing their job and engage. So their bodies are like freaking out a little bit. So they're not really they ain't really sparked it up yet. So then you go and eat too much, and what does it do? Is it relaxes you, and then you sit down. You're hurting, and you sit down somebody's couch, and you got that boob tube sticking in front of you, yelling crap out.
No, football.
Football. Well, I'm talking about football, but then the commercials during the football's telling you to eat more. And what the hell? And then you got them people talking about stuff. You're telling me they're talking about this and that, and they're arguing. What the heck you gonna do? Well, you fall asleep. If you didn't eat turkey, say you ate tuna fish.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of tuna fish, whole bunch of stuffing, whole bunch of cranberry sauce, whole bunch of yams, whole bunch of string bean casserole, whole bunch of bread, whole bunch of gravy. Imagine you sat down and ate all that, but it was tuna fish instead of turkey. You sit down the lazy boy, you crank that lever back, put your feet above your head, and put the TV on yammering, you will fall asleep. It ain't tryptophan. That's just a bunch of crap. Now, come on. What else you got?
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you about this doctor, this Harvard psychiatrist who is really out there speaking and has had a powerful message on social media over the last couple of weeks. Dr. Frank Anderson talking about how to positively deal with negative emotional triggers over the holiday season. And one of the key things he says is you got to flush out the family drama. Just leave it alone. Don't take on someone else's drama. What's theirs is theirs. Remind yourself of what's truly important. And one of his suggestions is to prepare an emotional exit plan. Actually designate a room that's off limits where you can go away and hide if someone starts, talking about how masks aren't going to cure COVID.
Okay, so what this guy is suggesting, he's a big Harvard guy, and he's paid a lot of money to go to school, and he's making a lot of money. He's probably got books he's got to sell, so he's out there.
Yeah.
Well, that's the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard. Because if you're a feller and you can't get excited, you know what I'm talking about, around a certain area of your body, and you're an old guy. And what do? You go get the pill. Yeah. Then you say, well, look what happened when I got the pill. I got excited. You still have ED. If you have high blood pressure and you go get the pill and you take the pill and you say to me, well, I just had my blood pressure checked. It's really good now. I don't have high blood pressure anymore. I say to you, you still have high blood pressure.
Yes.
It's the pill. So this Nimrod Harvard guy is saying to you, leave the room. So what he's saying is you're not really doing what he said first. He said, ignore it, just kind of put those things aside.
Yeah.
Do that. Put it aside in your mind. Let those things that bother you not have any value. Let go of anger. Don't leave the room.
I got a comment.
If you leave the room, Harvard guy, there will be no more Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is about people being in the same room. If you Harvard guy, if you keep telling people to leave the room, they'll cancel Thanksgiving. And guess what, Harvard guy? You won't be able to get on the TV and tell people what to do at Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Wow. Well said. We just got a comment. After the meal, and I want to leave, I find it's fun to drop a polarizing comment just to start crap and give me a clearing to leave unnoticed.
Now that's a clever person that's a funny one. I like that. Because see, that person who left that comment, they got it figured out. They know that it doesn't really bother them. See, they're just going to let it rail, and then they're at it there. They know human condition. They're smarter than everybody because they know that they can affect us.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm not putting myself righteous above anybody else. I have the same feelings as everybody else. I just try to look at them philosophically. Yeah, they know that that guy or girl can control people. That's funny. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. I'm just saying, it's all about being stoic. Stoicism is the practice of letting your perceptions are what I see. I see a person come into somewhere, and I all of a sudden I just don't like the way they look, and I think they're this, and I think they're that, and I think they're that, and that's just. And now I'm angry at that person, and it's raining. Also, for some reason, I don't let rain because my hope was that I would be able to put the garden in today, and that's actually bothering me. It actually bothers people. These things actually bother people. But if you can look at things as you have no control over those things, therefore, why are you going to? It's kind of like you eat too much and you feel actual pain. Why would you eat too much? Why would you give yourself pain? Why would you give yourself pain? Anger is pain. Why would I be angry at that person? First of all, you don't want other people's thoughts to control your they shouldn't, control your feelings.
I just went out not long ago and purchased the 4 Agreements because of you, Russ.
Juan Miguel Ruiz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a book. Holy crap.
Did you get to reading them? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's unbelievable. I mean,
very simple. It's very simple stuff. Yeah. Good you did that. That's good you did that. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a question for you. And I think the tradition over at the Deweese household is to get the Christmas tree the day after Thanksgiving. Am I right?
Well, you are really close up, JD. when my dad was alive years ago now, he and I, while Mom was cooking up the dinner. Now we have a sister. She lived out in New Mexico, and she wasn't always here at Thanksgiving as we were growing. But Dad and I would go out and tag 2 Christmas trees. We'd tag them up to paintings, and then we'd look for one be for the parents and one be for me. And then around the 18th of December, 17th, 16th, then I'd go cut those 2 down. So Dad and I would tag them, and he would come and cut them down too. You know, so we didn't want to cut them. Let's say we didn't put it up right at Thanksgiving like many people do, and that's great. You know, to put it up whenever you want to put it up. But we always put it up later. But I got 2 tagged right now. I'm gonna have 2 big ones in my house this year.
I was gonna ask you. You know, what do you say to folks like me that feel that we should just celebrate one holiday at a time, and let's just think about Thanksgiving, get through Thanksgiving, and then we'll get the Christmas decorations out. Then we'll get the Christmas tree out and start playing the Christmas music. But can we just wait till Thanksgiving is over? My God, please.
Well, you're fine to say that. I mean, that's good. Yeah, that's your way of doing it. But I see no harm with anybody that right now, tomorrow is going to be putting up their Christmas tree during Thanksgiving Day. You know, it's all a personal thing. It's all about, you know, what a tree does is it brings the light in your house, and that's a light. To me, it's what it is for you. It's a significant part of the year. To me, it's the closing of a year of my life, and I'm able to reflect on things. I'm reflecting all the time, but there's this bright thing in the corner of the house, and then you have a young child. You know, the traditions when I was a young kid, and but if somebody wants to put their tree up right away, or I remember I have really close friends back in the day who they put their tree up on Thanksgiving Day. Now that's their tradition.
Yeah,
you know, that's fine. But then here's the funny one: Christmas would come, the actual day, the 25th. They'd open up their presents, and by 4:00 on Christmas afternoon, that tree was down, out of there, and every needle was vacuumed up and sent. You know what I mean? It was done. Yes, but so that seemed odd to me because I think Christmas comes. You know, the Waltons has their TV show is called The Homecoming.
We talked about it the other day right here on the podcast, and we referenced you greatly.
Thank you. That's the pilot of The Homecoming. It was a Walton's pilot, and there's a one line in there that all the kids are in the barn, and they're milking a cow and everything, and the one kid goes something about Christmas, and the other kid goes, well, it's not Christmas yet. You know, the 25th is when Christmas comes, but now it's a little bit more commercial. But I tell you, I get ahead of it a little bit more than I did when I was younger because time seems to fly by so fast. And
Russ, what will be on the Thanksgiving table for you tomorrow? Who's going to be sitting at your table, and what are you going to be serving up? Who's cooking?
The last 2 Thanksgivings I had by myself in front of my barn wood stove, and I made soup. Jeez, I had a hell of a good time. But tomorrow at 2:00, I'm going to a friend of mine and his wife's house. They're only having one other person over. I'm saying all this stuff about family Thanksgiving. You're asking me stuff. Yeah, there can be times it can be challenging, but we have to be able to cope with our own feelings. And if we're not getting everything, all our perceptions aren't being met, we have to understand that people are different. But so I'll go to 2:00 to this one guy and his wife, and that's a lot of fun. And then at 6, I'm going to my house, my barn. I'll get a good fire going, and my other buddy and his wife, they're coming over, and they'll bring me dessert. So it's just a very I'm more of a smaller unit thing. I don't mind a lot of people around. I don't get mad at people's views. I really don't. I mean, you could say anything you want. I'm not going to get mad at you. I do prefer a smaller group because I feel a communication for me is better. So if you and I are there, like I'm not a big party guy. If you and I are talking, me and you, when we talk, I'm looking at your eyes, you're looking at me, I'm listening. Someone isn't coming up and busting in and then being a third party to then telling us about their Christmas tree is tradition. To me, that just waters down the milk, so to speak. But that's just my opinion. That's just my preference on communicating with people. I like one-on-one or one-on-two, or groups of small groups.
Will you sit around the fire in your barn around the wood stove and puff on a little Hoya de Monterey?
Well, it won't be little. The goddamn thing will be 6 inches long and big around as a hot dog. You know, it's a 6x60 cigar. I'll take a lot of pleasure in that, and to puff the smoke right up in there. You know, I like it. I like it. And I just wish I hope everybody. Oh God darn it, they should go around and just live life. You know, life is tough. There's a lot of pressures on. You know, they bring pressure. We bring pressure on ourselves. But there are some people who are fraught with genetic disposition to have depression and things.
Yeah,
you know?
mental health. Mental health.
Mental health is and I'm saying these things that are just a way to aspire to live, but it's very difficult to do all those things that the Stoics and the philosophers and you know, religion. You could even go to religion. There are religious people. Some people, you know, religion poo-poo. Your religion causes wars and everything. Well, it does, but there's also a lot of good in it. You know.
Yeah. Good point. 16.2 million U.S. adults have had at least one major depressive episode, and 24% of people are out there with a diagnosed mental illness, which makes the holidays more. It makes it worse. It makes it worse, and then you throw in all the other stress of what's going on. So I think your point that you just need to take a step back, think about what's most important to you, and the feeling of gratitude is a powerful feeling, Russ. I mean, sometimes you got to look a little bit because when the shit is hitting the fan, you may not be feeling overly gratuitous,
right?
But if you look a little deeper, look a little farther, somebody's always got it worse for whatever reason. And
also, go ahead.
No, that's it.
Yeah, well, also, I think what we were talking about earlier, when the stuff is hitting the fan.
Shit hitting the fan.
Shit. I didn't know you could cuss on your show. When that's hitting the fan, I like to look at myself and I say, what is it that's really hitting the fan? You know, like, what is it in my life that I have set up? Now these things are hitting the fan. Well, I'm running late. Why am I running late? Because I'm running late. Well, that thing was stolen from my house. Well, did I really need that thing in the first place? You know, or did I lock it up? You know, you got to. I trace everything. I trace all the crap hitting the fan mostly back to me. You know, and mostly, I mean, but yeah. So, you know, and then these days it's just on top of your head. You know, we didn't know how many people. When I was growing up, I didn't know the percentage of depressed people. Now it's really easy to just read that and for people to go, well, I think I'm depressed. You know, you know, but you're right. The gratitude thing. One good, you build positive things. Say hi to the person. Take a walk. Drink water. And again, it doesn't take that Harvard guy to tell us to do that stuff. Get your proper rest.
Yeah.
The simple thing, even if you do have a depression or the crap's hitting the fan, those simple things that you can do will add up, and you'll find yourself doing better. But you know, I would just hope that everybody at Thanksgiving. But no, I take you're under a microscope here. Your families are together, and God Almighty, oh geez, crow, we've screwed up. We've done so many things with what we're looking for in life and what we're not getting. And this guy offended me, and that guy offended me. Yeah. You know, the one big thing about offense, you know, he offended me. Well, I always say to people, you can't offend me. Yeah, I maybe have said that to you and on the show.
And I've tried. I've tried to offend you.
See, offense, it's just like anger. What is anger? Anger, you got to fight your anger. Offense, where is it on my body? You see a bruise? You see a cut? No, there's no offense. It's in my mind. You said that you don't like my show. You said that you saw a comedy show that was better than mine, and I wouldn't go see you Rusty's. I wouldn't pay $20 for that. I'd pay $10. That offends me? Hell no, it don't offend me. You can't offend me. It would only be in my mind that I felt, oh, he doesn't want to go see my show. He doesn't think I'm funny. I am too funny. It's me.
Yeah.
He cannot like my show.
That's one of the big things in the 4 agreements.
That's right. It is.
Well said, buddy.
All right.
Russ, well, hey, thank you.
We're going to do a Christmas thing. We'll end up talking about the same thing at Christmas, but we get on more traditions, the positive stuff.
Yeah. You're going to come in and jingle my bells, and we're gonna have a good time.
Jeez, I love it down there. And you got the new studio, and I can't wait. And you'll be on the street, and I'll bring my dad's sleigh bells down and everything.
And the guitar. Please bring the guitar. And sing in Christmas time in Woodchuck Berry.
Sing that.
Can't wait.
Get any little elfettes down there? Can there be a couple little elfettes running around there?
I will. We'll try.
Maybe at this age you got to go up to senior center. Bring a couple down from the senior center, but that's all right. Little frivolity.
Yeah, but then I got to get the wheelchairs through the door and everything. I'm not sure that's going to work, Russ.
That's okay. You should have put a bigger door in that place. You know what I'm saying? Hey, congratulations on it all, JD.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you personally for a while, and you have a Raylene there. You have, and it really seems like it's a very much a service oriented, entertainment also.
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah.
But service oriented for the great city and the surrounding towns of this Barre. I've always loved Barre. My mom and dad and me and my sister, we'd shop in that 1968. We'd go to Barre and Christmas shop, and the snow would be coming down. Yeah. So I've had great times in Barre, Vermont, and all those areas. So good for you.
What's coming up for Rusty? What's on the horizon here over the next couple of months?
All joking aside, now what I'm trying to do is see with all this stuff everybody is dealing with, and payment is a little bit tricky, is what I do. I do tiny town hall tour in the winter. So are there going to be shows inside this winter? Well, the rules are, yes, you can do shows and people can sit inside. They got to do the mask and everything. So I've been renting theaters, JD. I'm producing myself. I'm getting a tour up for this winter, and people are renting to me. So let's say Barton Town Hall and Bradford Town Hall, places like that. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put ads in the papers and see if anybody comes. I hope they do. If they can wear a mask, they get in there. If they laugh, they take it off. Whatever they want to do. But that's what I'll be doing, and trying to get keep doing what I like to do.
Will everyone have to be wrapped in cellophane for your show?
No, I think they gotta. Some places they'll have to do proof of vaccine, but as far as I'm concerned, I shouldn't say this. If you tell me you're vaccinated, that's goddamn proof enough for me. You know what I mean? I just don't think people lie.
I love you, buddy. You say it so well. Appreciate it, brother. Happy Thanksgiving to Rusty Deweese, and we adore you. What can we say?
Listen. Get in touch with me. Let's get that Christmas thing booked up, because you know how things go.
We will.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right,
everybody else out there. All right. See you later. Bye now.
Rusty Deweese. That's what it's all about right there. Yes, the holidays. Or as we used to say, the holidays. Great comments coming in. And I love this one. We need to embrace our blessings and reach out to others with words of encouragement. So well said. Just seeing that now on the live feed right here. Amazing. We're going to see if we can connect with them right now. And I don't know if we're going to be able to, but we're going to try. Bob and Brenda Sample, who are... Gosh, these folks are just...
Good morning.
There she is. Brenda Sample, it's J.D. Green. You're live on Aired Out.
Hi there.
Honey, you and Bob have been staples in our community for how many years now? When did Sample's Restaurant open up?
What year did Sample's open, Bob? Which one? The one up on the hill, or
Yeah.
the one that was in Northfield?
The oldest one.
Wow, I wasn't here for that, believe it or not. That was before me. And I'm not really sure what year that was.
Well, we know that you were up at the airport in Berlin, the Knapp Airport, for God knows how long.
22 years.
Incredible.
Yep. 22 years. It was a long time, and we've been out of there for 11.
Yeah. Of course, the food truck that you've had up at Joe's Pond over the last couple of years is absolutely amazing. I mean, that in itself alone is an experience that if you haven't been up there, I'm telling you, folks, you've got to. You just have to. So what happens during the colder months? I mean, I know that you and Bob are doing a lot of catering events and whatnot, but you've got you've got a big prime rib meal that you're going to be serving up right after Thanksgiving, this coming Saturday.
We do. We do. Last year, because it was COVID and there wasn't any catering, we just decided to try a couple of to-go meals out of the truck, which was very successful.
Yeah.
We were doing like 200 meals for those events. So we decided this year that we might as well try it again. So we're going to be doing one this Saturday. And it goes, you can order anytime now. You can still order. And it goes, the pickup is from 3 to 6 p.m. on Saturday. And we're also delivering up to Danville. And the Danville pickup would be at 4 p.m. on Saturday.
You're delivering meals up to Danville? Wow.
We are. Yeah, we did that before. We tried it, and it worked well. A girl that works for us lives up there, and we have somebody go to Plainfield with them. She picks them up in Plainfield and goes up and parks across from Hastings store, and everybody comes and picks them up.
So this is the famous Sambles prime rib.
It is.
I don't think that there's anyone that can cook a prime rib like Bob Samble.
Well, we've been told that by many.
I know you have. And it's just, he knows what he's doing. I'm stretching my memory here, 1977 graduate from the Culinary Institute of America.
That sounds pretty close, Bob. What year did you graduate the culinary? He's thinking. JD said 77. 72, he says.
Oh, 72. I was off by a few years.
Just a few. Times go so fast, you just don't remember anymore.
You talk about two people that just genuinely love what they do. I mean, it's impossible for you guys to still be doing this if you didn't truly love it. I mean, you guys love mingling with people. You love cooking food. You love serving food. You love making people happy and putting smiles on people's faces. That's what we love about you.
Well, that's what it's all about. If you don't love what you're doing, you're not going to do your best.
Yeah. I've seen a little bit of information. We shared it up last night on our Facebook page about this big prime rib dinner that you got on Saturday. And everything that you get coleslaw, you get the roll, and what else in there?
Baked potato.
Yeah. The
au jus.
Oh.
And the roll and butter.
Tell Bob I would buy like a 3-gallon bucket of the au jus. And just
a 3-gallon bucket of it, huh?
I would, and I'd drink it down. It is so good. So I know there's a couple of different. There's like 3 different cuts that you can get: the queen, the king, and something else, and they're all priced.
English.
And the English, they're all priced differently. What's the deal with that? How's that work?
The English cut is 23. The queen cut is 28. And the king cut is 33.
All right. Now, I also saw last night when I posted it up on Facebook that yesterday was the deadline. So am I causing you guys problems by having you on Wednesday?
No, you can still order. We just like to have people get it in as early as possible so that we know how much rib that we're going to need.
Right.
And then we usually get, a little bit more to cover for last minute, which we know from doing this in the past, people do wait till the last minute.
Yeah, sure.
And especially being around Thanksgiving, people don't know what they're going to be doing. They don't know if their company's still going to stay or go. And so we realize that. So they still have time.
Now,
you can still call in.
All right, so let's encourage folks if they want to order an incredible prime rib dinner. We're going to give you a phone number here in a minute, but do it ASAP, like now, or as soon as we're done having you live on the air. Get your order called in, whether it's 2 meals, 4 meals, whatever, so that Bob and Brenda can plan accordingly. But what's the deal now? Folks come to your home and pick this up?
Yes, we have our food truck out in the backyard, and you come
Wow.
in, you come down the driveway, and there'll be someone there asking your name. I have the information in the truck, so then I tell the boys what the order is, and they put it together. I package it up, out the window it goes, and you're on your way.
So it's cut fresh, served up fresh, and
Yes.
this isn't something that's done like the day before and then thrown in the microwave at the last second.
Oh, no, 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 no. Never.
Incredible. So, what's the best way, Brenda, to get your order in? Is there one phone number? Is there like a go-to phone number to do that?
Yes, one number, and believe me, I carry this phone around with me in my back pocket for a week because I know people are going to call no matter where I am or what
Yeah.
I'm doing. So I carry the phone and the paper, and I can take your order whenever you call.
Wow. And what is that number?
802 249 7758.
Okay. And we're going to put that right here in the chat section so that people know. But, you know, we love supporting you guys. We love what you do. We love who you are. And just everything about you. You've just, I don't know what else to say other than, like I said, you've been part of our community for so long. And it is so heartwarming to see that you two, you and Bob, are still you're still cooking and you're still doing what you love. Is fascinating to me, and it's just wonderful. It's wonderful.
Well, what would we do if we didn't do that? We'd have to just sit home and be couch potatoes, and that's not good.
Yeah, and Bob would be driving you more crazy than he already is.
we don't want him to hear that.
No, we'll edit that part out.
Oh,
Brenda, listen, happy Thanksgiving to you and Bob. What are you guys going to be? What's your plans for tomorrow?
oh, I have 14 coming for dinner, and I'm cooking.
Wow.
Yep,
That's-
we haven't had Thanksgiving here for a few years because my mom was up in age and she didn't want to, we're on second floor.
Yeah.
She didn't want to come upstairs, so we had moved it to my daughter's in Randolph, which I thought, okay, good. I don't have to do Thanksgiving dinner now. But now my mom passed in last December, so we're now doing Thanksgiving dinner again.
My goodness. Listen, I know that winter hasn't even started, but I already can't wait to hop on the motorcycle and run up to Joe's Pond and have one of those ridiculously huge monster burgers.
Oh, yes, yes.
Nothing better.
Those are very popular.
I know. Say hi to Bob. Happy Thanksgiving to you both and your whole family. Good luck with the hosting 14 people at your place tomorrow, Brenda.
Well, thank you very much. Wish
right.
you could be here to join us.
Oh, honey, thank you ever so much. Be well. God bless.
All right, thank you.
God, I love chatting with those folks. They're just so kind. They're so wonderful. I'm telling you, this is the time. If you want an amazing prime rib dinner, something that, frankly, you can only get at Samples, Bob is still doing them. Phone number 249-7758. Again, 249-7758. We just posted it up here, too. So give them a call, like now, and place your order. And enjoy that meal on Saturday. This coming Saturday is when they'll have it for you. And you just pull in. You don't even have to get out of your car. They've got your order right there, fresh cut, served up. Put it in the car, drive home, sit on the couch, and have the world-famous Samples prime rib dinner. Hey, thanks to Green Mountain Mulch and Fecto Homes, two of our presenting sponsors, along with Barcelona Construction, Granite City MMA, Preston's Kia, who's done an amazing job, by the way. I just have to stop here for a second. Putting together, assembling Thanksgiving meals for folks in our community, anyone who needs a little bit of extra help. Preston Ski has done it. I don't know if you've seen their Facebook page, if you've seen the pictures of all of the meals that they have organized, put together. I mean, the staff over there, I don't know how they have time to sell cars, frankly. I mean, they've just, they've done so much. And these meals have all been distributed through our community. I don't know how many meals, but we'll find out. And we'll come back with the rest of the story, I'm surely, early next week with how many meals that they were able to get out into our community. But Preston's Kia doing some great things, man. I love when local businesses do stuff like that. And another one is Gusto's, also one of our sponsors. They're serving up an incredible Thanksgiving meal on when? Thanksgiving Day, tomorrow. It is absolutely free. However, if you can make a donation, if you want to drop something into the pot, they're turning it around and giving every dime of it right back to a local charity right here in Central Vermont. They're going to let us know exactly who that charity is. I'm not sure. Maybe they already know. I don't know, but we'll find out and we'll let you know. But, yeah, Gusto's, wide open. Thanksgiving Day tomorrow, serving up this incredible Thanksgiving meal. Again, make a donation if you can. But Josh Dickinson and his wife and the rest of the team over there, God bless you. Gusto's, right here in the Granite City. Gauthier's Quality Grounds and Maintenance and Wright Electric. Donnybrook Fight Promotion. We've got a big contest coming up where you're going to get a chance to win tickets for the February 19th battle in Barrie 6 at the Barrie Auditorium. So be on the listen for that. Be on the watch of the Facebook page, too. And I'm sure Rex is going to come in and partake in that. But Donnybrook Fight Promotion. Gosh, I can't believe February 19th is going to be massive. Battle in Barrie 6. Huge. Get on DonnybrookFightPromotions.com, by the way. New website. The Barrie Montpelier Times-Argus, ASB Financial, and Retirement Vermont is where our studios are here. 185 North Main Street, right across from Nelson's, right next to Aaron's. You know where we are, right on the sidewalk. Vermont Custom Woodworking, this beautiful table that we have. If you've been into the studio, you've seen it. Made by Eric Miller at Vermont Custom Woodworking. And if you haven't seen it, walk by the studio, glance through the glass. You'll see it right here. Incredible. CW Creative, FGB Theaters, Barrie Area Development, Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce, Salvador and Babic, all presenting sponsors that without them, we just wouldn't be bringing you this connection with our community. So we appreciate them. And if you see them, if you know them, if you are on Facebook with them, give them a shout and thank them for sponsoring the Air Now podcast. Be well, everybody, and God bless. Happy Thanksgiving, and we will catch you again soon. My plan, and plans do change, but my plan is to go live at the Thanksgiving table at some point tomorrow. So stay tuned. We're going to have some fun. Guaranteed. God bless. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We see you again very soon.